Peace and Black Power, peace and Black Power. Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism. I want to deal with this issue of American patriotism. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand today's lesson on patriotism. The question is, do American Africans show enough patriotism to the United States of America? American patriotism. Let's talk about this. But before we do, hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. I am here in your school, my school, our school. We still building. That's right. We not done. We not done. Summer 2021 belongs to FDMG.
Hey guys, it's Loveless and it's time for another video. Today we're exploring astrology, looking at the darker side of life. Now, these are not natal charts. These are charts made based on when I was thinking about a subject. Let's see what we find.
Well, Dr. Umar,
we are at war. The only thing worse than what we're going through now is slavery. I don't think it was this bad in the 60s, brother. In the 60s, if a police officer killed a black person,
you better talk.
You had to hear from us.
Yeah.
Now, if a police officer kills a black person, you might get a one-day riot and emotional temper tantrum.
Yeah.
But there's no follow-up.
Yeah.
See, there's riots, there's revolts, there's revolutions.
But Umar, your question was, has anyone black ever systematically done? I mean, has anyone white ever systematically done anything?
Systematically. White America.
So LBJ would be the answer for that, because that's the government.
No, I don't think you heard the question.
That's a systematic move.
No, you didn't hear the question. No, you did not. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
you're so quick to defend white folks that you're not listening.
No, I'm not trying to defend white folks.
I only have 45 seconds, so restate the question and give an answer.
The question was, what has white America done?
Right.
Not individuals. Systematically. You won't even let me finish.
Yeah, because
you're that in love with white folks, you won't even let me finish.
We're about to go to dinner. We're going to politic on some Pan-Africanism. It is consciousness over Gucci. It is politics over Punani. It is revolution over romance. Get your mind right, family. This is Garveyism. I am not naked. I would never do that. The Queen Mother was here. Okay? Ladies, stop lusting over my cinnamon skin. Candace Owens, who that?
All right.
We have a white woman on the live. May I help you, young lady?
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. And you're joining from where?
Australia.
May I ask you what brought you to Dr. Umar's live stream? Because my live stream is usually only for African people, and you're not an African. So I was wondering what brought you to the live stream.
Well, I'm trying to be, brother. You know, like I'm doing a solarium. I'm trying to get as dark as I can, but it's just not natural. It's just not coming. Are you Christian?
I'm African.
Oh, what's your religious belief?
My religion is revolutionary Pan-Africanism.
Oh, cool. How do we do that? How do I get on board with that?
Well, you can't do that because you have to be an African to be a revolutionary Pan-Africanist.
Oh, wow.
This is only for Africans. The training is only for Africans. You may not bring your white wife. You may not bring your white wife. If you bring a non-African, you and the non-African will be escorted out my training.
Yeah, white girls in the 80s was good. Had
the big hair and shit.
Michelle Pfeiffer and all that type shit. Dr. Umar gonna get mad at us for talking about white girls.
Who's Dr. Umar?
You never heard of Dr. Umar?
He doesn't like white people or black people talking about white girls?
He don't like white people.
Huh?
He don't like white people.
If you're going to put my name out there, you should have at least articulated who I am. The best you could come up with is he don't like white people. That was your response when he asked you, who is Dr. Umar? You said he don't like white people. Are you serious? All the work that I have done, am doing, and continue to do for our race. And the best thing you could come up with when someone asks you, who is Dr. Umar? He don't like white people. You don't mention my credentials. You don't mention my work, my books, my school, the fact that I'm the main person out here saving black boys, saving black children. I'm the #1 black consciousness raiser in the world. And the best thing you can say is, he don't like white folks. You do not have to defend me, but if you're going to mention me, at least be honest and be fair in what you say about me, brother.
So who is Dr. Umar? Dr. Umar Johnson is a doctor of clinical psychology and certified school psychologist who is considered an expert on the education and mental health of African and African American children. Dr. Umar, as he is known to friends, is a paternal kinsman to both the great abolitionist Frederick Douglass and the late Bishop Alexander Wayman. We'll be mentioning this again. He is a man with a lot of controversy around him. To some, he is a saint for the black community, a king, a leader, and others he's a scam artist, divisive, homophobic. There are plenty of videos criticizing him, but he still seems to maintain a strong fan base and has support of the widely regarded Breakfast Club. I made this chart on August 18th, 2021. I will not be looking to judge if he is a scammer per se, but his energy, how finances are looking, and look at the school. Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. The rising sign here is Capricorn. We are talking about a person who wants the black community to adopt old and traditional ways, so Capricorn is very appropriate. Dr. Umar's sun sign is Leo.
My skin is gold because the sun is gold, I'm a Leo. My skin is gold because the sun is gold, I'm a Leo. My skin is gold because the sun is gold, I'm a Pan-African lion.
I'm making my lion look. It's the lion look.
In this chart, Dr. Umar is Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. This is a leader of an organization with self-sustaining power, a revolutionary. Friendly enough to get along with people, but at times cold and unrelenting in their prerogative. Politeness or political correctness doesn't come before their convictions. Remember my Britney Spears chart? Her father was shown as Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. That should give you an idea of the potential of this energy. Progressive in some aspects, yet regressive in others. Regressive ideas may be confused with progression. The vision of the greater good that the organization is working towards may be twisted, or the leader wants too much control. He may struggle to rise to the occasion of some tasks. Progress is stifled. Sometimes the leader may be a bit, rules for thee and not for me. Saturn is fond of Venus in this chart, and generally, this would suggest Dr. Umar is very fond of women. I don't see that he's a closet homophobe, as some might suspect, knock on wood. Venus is in Libra in the 9th house, so this isn't just any woman. They would have to be very educated or intelligent, beautiful physically, and highly supportive of his school project. A dignified individual, a spiritual woman. Venus is trine Saturn from Libra. This aspect is very, very powerful for Dr. Umar, bringing great blessings, wealth, especially from women, to his enjoyment.
It's my birthday month, so send the birthday gifts. I want my gift.
Today is my solar return. Ladies, don't forget to mail my gifts.
Like last year, I had a good birthday. Prada cologne. I had Nikes, gift certificates, underclothing. I had a good birthday. AirPods. I had a good birthday, so I want my gifts, ladies. Whatever the beautiful African women give me at my lectures, because you know I get gifts. I love gifts. I get gifts. When they give me the shea butter, I don't ask no questions. I use it.
The 9th house is a godly house, and this could be saying divine blessings as well. This also speaks of a very spiritual side.
Open up your damn third eyes. Open up your damn third eyes. Open up your damn third eyes.
The 9th house is also faraway lands. I see Venus and Saturn here describing his romantic connection to the motherland, Africa. He is genuine in his love. The 9th house also represents education. There is a very good omen for education here, but we'll get into that a bit later. Venus trine Saturn retrograde from Libra also means that he's not just a cold leader, but there's a part of him people enjoy. Let's not forget his sun sign is Leo, which is also entertaining energy.
That my international, you want a hug? I'll give you a hug in an ass smack. Stop being fresh. I told you before, it is business over the back shots. It is consciousness over the cookies. It is politics over the punani. And it is revolution over the romance. Sisters, raise your consciousness. We up here now. You thinking with the lower chakra. We dealing with the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. Sister, we dealing with the crown chakra. You dealing with that root and reproduction chakra. We not dealing with the root and reproduction chakra right now. We dealing with some Obatala energy and some Yemoja Olokun third eye consciousness. Stop trying to pour Big Papa down to the root chakra. I'm not going there with you sisters on a Sunday morning while your grandmama's in church. Do she know you asking for ass smacks from the King Kong Congalicious? Does your grandma who's in church right now know that her granddaughter is on Instagram Live asking the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the leading scholar of his race, for an ass smack on a Sunday morning during church hours? Cincinnati, you off the hook.
Brothers and sisters, I need y'all to understand that although Dr. Umar might joke with you, Dr. Umar might play and kid around, but I'm very serious about my work.
Attractive, sensual, fun, charismatic. This is not my opinion, but what is presented before me.
That's not proof. It's still debatable, but it's a good piece of evidence.
He might not do it for you, but there are a lot of women who perceive him this way, lusting over his cinnamon skin, and he is very happy to receive it. This is also a great indication of support from women who borderline worship him. Another important thing, Venus trine Saturn helps Saturn, who is weakened by being retrograde. What does that mean? It means all those critical weaknesses I mentioned and will mention later aren't canceled out, but will be mitigated. They won't be as bad as they could be. He will be helped by the women around him, divine blessings, if he focuses on true spirituality, and through love and dedication to the school. There are good things in store if he gets out of the way of his own blessings. My opinion is if he adopts a more Libran approach, peace instead of war, acceptance or tolerance instead of hate, more blessings and success would quickly unfold for him.
So what's his problem?
I don't know, man. He's just a righteous black. I mean, he got some cool ideas, but you know,
But why? If he have hate in it, it can't be cool.
That shit ain't cool. That part of it ain't cool.
None of it's cool. If any hate involved, it can't be cool. I don't care if his dictation rhymes and it sounds right. It can't be cool.
I can't believe you ain't never heard of Dr. Umar.
Our look at Saturn and Venus has come to a close for now. There are a lot of other things describing Umar and his relationship with women. The moon is here in the first house. In this chart, it represents other people in general for Dr. Umar. So what does the moon mean here? People have an emotional connection to him, what he's about, and he himself is emotional. People are drawn to his paternal energy. This is yet more an emphasis on women around him. Certain women flock to him, and he loves to keep them around. He knows how they uphold him.
Yes, I will take a wifey resume because I'm going to have how many queens? Two. Two.
Yo, it's your girl, Kijay, and I'm here with who? Yo.
I am here. We are here. The queen brought me the berries. You know I love the berries, and I got some African food too.
Yo.
I'm loving it. Cincinnati, I love y'all. Can't wait to come back again.
You gotta take care of your people.
And in case y'all was wondering, yeah, this is my boo. Get over it.
The moon is trine Mars, who represents the 11th house, Mercury, who rules the 9th house, and Uranus, the public at large. This is particularly powerful, and we call this a grand trine. This emphasizes a great ability to garner support from the public, especially for the cause of education, partly because he tugs at their heartstrings. Again, African women, mostly those who are of the earthy vibe and hold more traditional and patriarchal values, will help Dr. Umar be successful if he himself doesn't get in the way. The moon in Capricorn, however, also shows the bittersweet side of his relationship with women. The energies of the moon and Saturn are like oil and water. Despite friendly smiles and pictures, I believe there is a coldness, and he isn't afraid to cut people off publicly if they do not fit his vision. He is not for all black women.
But I got a couple female celebrities I talk on the phone with from time to time. It ain't none of y'all business because they too big and too popular, and I got too much respect for them to ever mention their name. But I got a couple female celebrities, you know, we call, we flirt, we message, you know. I got a couple multi-millionaire queens we bounce off, but I know it's not a good social match for me because I'm unapologetically African. So if I end up in a relationship with her, there's things she do that are contradictory to what I stand for.
He takes on a superior, patriarchal role, and people, especially women, would need to submit to him. Because Saturn is retrograde, sometimes he gets his righteousness wrong, and really wrong. Here's what he has to say regarding black feminists. Sexism and racism aren't mutually exclusive. He is educated and should know this, so I feel a bias is coming into play. If he has concerns that black feminism doesn't care enough about the plight of black men, there is certainly a more tactful way to express that, and even start a productive dialogue, instead of condemning black feminists. One plausible manifestation of Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is a deep devotion, if not obsession, to one's heritage. Pluto can also attest to his passion and extremism, and he should be careful not to abuse power or wield it incorrectly. Pluto retrograde does say that at times he is acting too extreme. He should really reconsider his approach.
I choose my words very carefully, as you know, but it's time for one of us, when we get into a fight with one of these police, to take that weapon and blow brains out. And I say that in honor of every black man, woman, and child who have been beaten or murdered by police.
Pluto also represents the 11th house in this chart, which is Dr. Umar's supporters and donations. I may make a video about the 11th house later. This attests to him getting powerful support, but it would be better if Pluto wasn't retrograde. At times, powerful support may be reversed. Long story short, back in 2015, Dr. Umar lost a $1 million donation from an anonymous NBA player. A stripper named Kim Ringgold, who was blonde at the time, exposed him on YouTube. Now I see why he doesn't like YouTubers. She said that even though he professed being celibate, he was secretly getting it on with her and had screenshots of text messages to prove it. This was more so scandalous as she didn't fit his criteria of the proud African queen wearing blonde hair. Here is the warning of Pluto retrograde. Unless he keeps on the straight and narrow, he will continue to lose support in bigger blows than he might expect or be able to recover from. I have a funny suspicion that Pluto retrograde can also be a potential ticking time bomb of another sexual scandal involving a supporter, so we really shouldn't mess around with people from his fan base. He just married 2 women, which I think is a smart move for his lifestyle. He would be wise to keep his circle of sexual partners discreet and small. The ball is in his court. Well, wow, you made it this far. Stay tuned for my next video where I discuss one of the other huge controversies surrounding him: money.